Today we are looking at the movie roller coaster Winchester, created by Legiongrey. The Winchester, also known as the house that ghosts built in 2018, a supernatural horror film directed by Michael and Peter Spierig. The film stars Helen Mirren as Harris, Sarah Winchester, with Jason Clarke and Jason Snook, and follows Winchester as she is haunted by spirits in her San Jose mansion in 1906. So are you guys ready for a supernatural horror film roller coaster? If you are, be sure to smash that like, and we'll get right on into it. Hey yo, my Planet Coaster friends, Johnny5 Alive here, and welcome back to another episode of Coaster Spotlight Movie Coaster Contest Edition. That is right, the Movie Coaster Contest begins now with the very first submission, which is the Winchester, created by Legiongrey, and here they say, welcome to the Winchester. The coaster is loosely based off the movie with the same title, and the movie is loosely based off the real-life historical construction. The Winchester is the building of San Jose, California, and was under constant construction from 1886 until Sarah Winchester died in 1922. Sarah Winchester believed that as long as the house was under construction, that the spirits of the people killed by Winchester rifles would not haunt her. In 1906, an earthquake destroyed parts of the 7-story mansion that is now only 4 stories high. The movie theme was changed midway through the contest, so it may not be as scary as I intended it to be fair. The movie isn't that scary either, so maybe I nailed it. I threw a skinned astronaut ride to give the opening area some life and color, but since it gave me some grief, I gave it a little special name. Very special thanks to Bree, Holly, Crimsalt, the Crozy crew, Rice, Zelixor, Nimzal, and everyone else on the Discord and Twitch. No preference for day or night, nor seats location, no theme maker toolkit. Sounds / music were not too loud on my end, but you may need to adjust. Thank you. Boom. All right, there it is, ladies and gentlemen. So let's dive right into the first movie coaster contest experience. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we are at the coaster experience. Now, everything is set to daytime at default. I guess we're going to jump on at day. Maybe he's used a day-night sequencer, and if not, we can also give it a ride at night. I'm open to trying things twice. So we have the looping Deegan. This is the Winchester. There's a look at all the stats if you would like to see them. Track length is 1,350 meters. I suspect a lot of these coasters are going to be quite lengthy. That was the intention of the movie coaster contest experience, as it's no longer 4,000 pieces, it's unlimited. So we're definitely hoping people up the ante from the last contest. Let's find out. Now, no seat preferences here, but looks like there are people in the queue and on the ride. So to avoid flailing arms, I think we will just do track view. Let's go. Wow, freaking wheat. That was really cool. Can we see it at night? I think I'm gonna kick the guests off. We're gonna actually close it down and put it in test mode. Get these guests out of here so we can actually sit in the seat, as we were hitting our faces on the stairs a little bit because the camera was propped down quite low. And we're gonna do it at nighttime so we can actually experience this twice. And the lighting looks fantastic already. It's a little strange that this wasn't set to nighttime by default, or it wasn't mentioned, hey, check this one out at night. But let's check it out at night and see if it's any different, if it's any better. But that was actually a really phenomenal experience. And I definitely have a lot to say because this is Legiongrey's first time ever submission. So really good stuff. Let's check this out. Really good job, Legiongrey. Now, I have no idea what the Winchester movie is. I feel like I'm going to say that for a lot of these movies. Everybody is from different parts of the world. Everybody have seen different movies, and it's definitely impossible to watch them all, you guys. That's not really the point at the end of the day. The point is to see how good of a coaster experience you can make based off of a movie. If it's accurate or not, it's up to the viewers at the end of the day how good the experience was, which is a whole. Right? You guys get to vote. You guys get to determine the winners. That's going to be based off the whole package. The coaster track, the coaster layout, the experience, the lighting, you know, the feels, the vibes. The coaster being themed after a movie is sort of your highlight. Cheesy cheese. It's the sprinkles on top, right? The theme is a movie. So, I mean, obviously that's an important thing to base your voting on. If somebody picked a very fun movie and did a very good job at recreating that movie experience through the coaster, that's definitely going to rank them higher in the voting process. But some people might just make a really, really awesome coaster that has the theming and the general lore or vibes of a movie, and that could just work fine too. And here, what we're seeing from Legion, as mentioned, this is their first time ever creating something for Planet Coaster, and I gotta say, I've seen this before where people created their first submission ever. This is really, really good. Let's just put it that way. This is really good for a first time submission. There were some tricks done. Even these staircases and having that go up where for the lift was really interesting. You did the spiraling scenes like this with the spiraling open doors. There's a lot of triggered events and like illusion and trickery that you won't ever see a first time builder approach. So, I mean, I got to give Legion credit where credit is due. Like here, where all the doors are opening up in the panels, it created a very cool effect. And like I said, you don't really see first time creators do that kind of stuff. And like, let's also take a second to appreciate the lighting, because I did do a nighttime run at the second run and it looked a lot better. And you can tell that every scene was lit for nighttime, and a lot of effort and detail has gone into each one of these scenes in terms of lighting and layout. There's a lot of complexity here. There's a lot of crazy angles, and doing a coaster going through a build like this, like a building, it's not easy to pull off. And you had a lot of fun triggered events in there. And again, like these trippy sequences. I think that's just phenomenal. So I'm very, very impressed for the very first submission. Although I cannot really talk on the movie, you gave us a little bit of a backstory, and, you know, based off of everything that you said, I guess it kind of fits. But for me, it does come across as, you know, one of those Planet Coaster spooky coasters. We see a lot of the spooky, like if this was a Halloween contest submission, I probably wouldn't be able to tell the difference if it was a movie coaster or a Halloween coaster contest. It feels more like it's just taking a page out of the spooky stuff for me. There's nothing really here screaming movie. Now, I could be wrong if I knew more about the Winchester itself, but as based off your description, you said it wasn't really that spooky. So maybe this is, I mean, this actually had some spooky elements, so maybe it's actually more spooky than the movie was, because he did some pretty cool stuff that was exhilarating. So yeah, and the artistry itself is really, really nice. When I first opened this up, I went, wow, Legion, this is really nice. Look at this build. It's a great looking building, good foliage, like the park atmosphere looks great. So a very strong contender, setting the bar high for the very first submission, and giving me high hopes for the rest of the contest. And as you can see here, the reason we decided to do a park file is to give people the unlimited freedom. And how much are we totaling at here? 20,000 pieces. So you could imagine the first movie coaster contest, we gave you 4,000 pieces, and people did very impressive stuff. But this stuff definitely brings up the bar a little bit higher, but also scared some people off, I think, because there's a lot of building that goes into it, and people might just consider this an exploration coaster contest with the movie theme. And I understand now when we say park file, it scares people unless it's a theme park. So something for me to learn for next time, something for me to observe. But nonetheless, we have 29 more amazing creations, and this is setting the bar high. So really good job, Legion. What did you guys think? Leave your comments down below, and if it is something you enjoyed, keep this one on your radar. You'll be able to vote on your favorite creations of the beginner builder brackets, and then we'll be moving on to the next one. So 3 brackets overall. There you guys go. That was the Winchester by Legiongrey. Leave your comments down below. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and thank you all so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day, and we will see you in the next contest submission. Bye now.